Ye bisa say na kurom tie ekurom dwofom anase kuruma yehye ansa na ne yemongura dom kuma no akache wo ma mu brahye bedwafie nene wo moden sima ba beto monten wo monse wo moka nyina ne se sabia didi mu adanse na ade di fenti na awrakwa wo de kokko bo no maso enti no nko hwe ni mu se IMF International Monetary Fund kese ye no wo moto wedding aye ayfro dondo ne honkron bank mu nsem empanyufo be wo ye niama Ghana de hye nyina de hunu bi na so wedi akoye hu kasa kirei empanyufo hye dan kansem ni ye ma Ghana de hye ntibi ensema etue mu ankasa mfaso wo manga na yebenya de afiri mu ne ade so a ye kofa de atue ho so essence wo manga na ba bi egina no ye nyina ye ohia so ye sa paka na de fruit bone bepo eti se kobase ne IMF koto kasa ne ye hunu ni ye na se no so de asemfoforo ba de na etse de pu kwahwe pa so enti wo mosre pa sanka ba yanka ban wo mani na ho IMF free se ye chance ye se ye kɔ ho ene ho nsem chance ba ye bi mu so anya de aba betumi afanifa ebi mu kura so free senior high school de onya ne boss kura wan hwe atwa paso ka fefe ekushikushi yodwo ye twam se tei enya de aga na nkora betumi akɔ school free awofo betiti wɔn hwene mu nwi na wɔn de akɔ akotua ka no nkora ne ba enti do ankuma ne kyerema na nkɔ hwɛ ne mu sanka ban ba ba kyerem so aha de nokore aha nya nokore aha ye tro aha ye sei na nka Ghana de hye akoma to ye yem se fom na so de atwe kuntu ene ye de akata so asa de ye asuma sem bi ne ade enti do ankuma ne yi wɔn aba monten se de no masi kwande nya de wɔn ani gye hunto wɔn sra ban pasa da braka ebe yank wo mbra bio no meka ho bibi wapanyiri Kwame Agboja wone ye mbrahye bedwane ogina wode mo manfo wa daklu abato mpeso aso no kro ya ukopie modom kuma na fam wodi mu tintiman wosikase mu wono ne wode nsem ya beto monten.
In fact, if you recall, they even put together an interim advisory group which was to monitor what was agreed at Senchi. So in case we finish the IMF and government is not doing what we expect, those people will be able to come forward and say, look, we are going wrong. No wonder the negotiations at that time was classified as one of the most transparent and one of the most progressive. And no wonder you realize that from 2016, 2017, the measures we put in place actually made the economy recover significantly. In fact, those were the gains we made, which NDP was touting in 2017, because actually they didn't do anything. Come 2018, when they decided to dismantle or go wayward and borrowing and other things, and got us to the problem in which we are, the government have decided belatedly to go into IMF. But the arrogance of Dr. Bawumia and Ken Oforiatta and their opaque way of doing things is such that nobody knows exactly what they are taking to the negotiation.
Eni ayokotie ye mbrahye bedwane ogina wode mo manfo wa adaklu abato mpeso ya so governance Kwame Agboja no ye ka opeka wote ase an ade aka ne afama enye ye an wosesa ene no ma esi koso na anu akire no wose aban waye no tese wo babo ne wakwa wade wonim se afento na wade ase ntutu bancha wonua wose aban bobo besi aprekese te se de to srahi achas wonwene mu kura se obosi amekobo yi ensi hone ye sen mede matua ka ne wonkro ne ba na nisika ne gese wahu Afroko 20 no de bom na chese wono na esenke hu yeyi abo asre wo hwa no ne kese no de anwene ni bu na so aban won fa boga nye soan wadi sika edi amekọ wiase COVID-19 yare ba ya ebetwuma de hye mo moto ananano mo nse de wada no kontonkuru wi wada mansa komu hu sika kra aban adi ne sika ben bio na aban ntimi nie.
This was brought up on us by themselves. It was quite clear that the over 22 billion Ghana cedi they got as COVID and squandered it on many things, including paying communicators and other things. But importantly, the issue is not merely about lack of money in the world. It's about the world or people who have money not trusting that giving more money to President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia, and Ken Oforiatta will solve the problem. In fact, there's no sign that if you give them even $10 billion, they will not squander it exactly the way they squandered the 21 billion under COVID. And how does IMF negotiation conclusion solve the problem about why La General Hospital, the old one, was demolished and not being done? Indeed, you and I know that they demolished La General Hospital and left the site fallow before they declared going to IMF. So it cannot be the same thing applies to Shamad District Hospital. So we are not in this because of IMF. Some of the projects have started faltering because indeed the economy was already in terrible shape before they actually admitted it. So whether we are able to conclude or in March or not, that will not take away the fact that if you decide to cancel or suspend 60 projects, we want to know the principles under which you did that. So when they suspend a project in Adaklu people will know that, okay, this is the principle. Then we can even see the other project which is going on to see whether, it's ongoing because of a particular principle. But this current situation where Dr. Baumia and Ken decide which one is done, my brother, go to
Wachami ani mansam ka wasana na wasuma mrasho bedwani a wugina ode mo manfo wo Adaklu about one person so governance Kwame Abuja in Equity.